I'm Dalton Barrett for News Radio WGNS, and here are some of the top stories impacting Rutherford County on your Rutherford Roundup for this Friday, October the 31st, 2025. As the federal government shutdown begins to strain essential services, Tennessee leaders are voicing growing concern over its impact on families. State Senator Paul Bailey of Sparta is urging Governor Bill Lee to act swiftly to prevent disruptions in SNAP benefits, which over 690,000 Tennesseans rely on for nutritional support. Governor Lee previously warned of a possible lapse in benefits starting November 1st, citing the state's inability to fund and distribute SNAP independently. Senator Bailey emphasized that in his own rural district, more than 20,000 individuals, including working parents, elderly residents, and people with disabilities, depend on this program. He called on Tennessee to lead with compassion, launching an appeal for innovative solutions and to prioritize citizens over political gridlock. In response, Governor Lee unveiled feedtn.org, a site aimed at connecting residents with local food resources and volunteer opportunities. Meanwhile, Rutherford County is facing its own economic tremors. Dexter Stamping Company, located on Joe B. Jackson Parkway in Murfreesboro, filed a WARN notice announcing its permanent closure, leaving 114 workers unemployed. This news follows a similar announcement from HD Supply in Laverne, where 108 jobs were slated for elimination in January. Combined with earlier layoffs at the Bridgestone plant and Saks Fulfillment Center, more than 1,400 jobs have been affected countywide. The Tennessee Department of Labor, hampered by the federal funding lapse, has not released updated unemployment data, further clouding the economic picture. As homeschooling gains momentum across Tennessee, Rutherford County is experiencing a notable rise in families opting for non-public education options. According to recent data, over 7,000 students in Rutherford County are enrolled in homeschooling or alternative education programs. Murfreesboro City Schools alone reported 400 students in independent homeschool and umbrella school categories at the end of the 2024-2025 school year, up from 157 the year prior. Leaders like Jessica Morgan and Jennifer Burton have helped pioneer local support systems, co-funding the Legacy Homeschool Resource Center. The center offers academic workshops, mentorship, and access to traditional experiences like sports and prom to ensure students remain socially and academically engaged. Bertram, a former Rutherford County Schools teacher, emphasized the importance of aligning education with family values and providing flexibility. Parents like Michelle Saunders echoed these sentiments, highlighting how homeschooling has empowered her son Frank to explore subjects like culinary arts and 3D printing at his own pace. In related developments, Rutherford County Schools announced a leadership transition as Larry Creasy, longtime principal of Siegel High School, will become the district's secondary coordinator in January. Director of Schools Dr. Jimmy Sullivan praised Creasy's decades of experience, which began at Smyrna High and included leadership roles at Stewart's Creek and Siegel Middle Schools. As Creasy steps into his new district-wide role, a search is underway for the next principal at Siegel High, marking another milestone in the county's evolving educational landscape. Murfreesboro police have arrested 2 men following an undercover sting targeting those attempting to exploit minors online. The 2-day operation, conducted October 23rd and 24th by the Murfreesboro Police Department's Special Investigations Section and the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation's Human Trafficking Unit, led to the arrest of 51-year-old Jason Roberts and 42-year-old Mark Boyd. Both were charged with patronizing prostitution of a minor after arriving at local hotels under the false belief that they were meeting underage girls. Boyd faces additional charges for simple possession and unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. Roberts and Boyd were booked into the Rutherford County Adult Detention Center before being released on bonds of $45,000 and $50,000 respectively. Both are scheduled to appear in Rutherford County General Sessions Court on December 10th. Authorities emphasize that the operation is part of an ongoing effort to protect children from online exploitation in Murfreesboro and across the county. Meanwhile, as residents prepare for the transition out of daylight savings time, they're reminded to set clocks back 1 hour before bed on Saturday night. Officially, the change takes place at 2 a.m. on Sunday, November the 2nd. Though often a minor inconvenience, the practice has a colorful history dating back to 1907 with British advocate William Willett. In the U.S., time changes were standardized in 1966 under the Uniform Time Act, bringing order to what Time magazines once called the chaos of clocks. For Murfreesboro and surrounding areas, the return to standard time means earlier sunrises, darker evenings, and an extra hour of sleep, as long as you remember to fall back. Murfreesboro is preparing to honor veterans through two major upcoming events that highlight the community's deep commitment to those who serve. Middle Tennessee State University will host its 43rd annual Salute to Veterans and Armed Forces game on Saturday, November the 8th. Kickoff is set for 2 p.m. as the Blue Raiders take on FIU at Johnny Red Floyd Stadium. Pre-game events begin at 9:30 a.m. with the Veterans Memorial Service, where the Joe Nunley Distinguished Veteran Award will be presented to Bill Campbell. A pregame picnic follows at 11:15 in Walnut Grove, and all veterans are invited to participate in the Raider Walk at 11:45. Halftime will include an on-field tribute recognizing all veterans in attendance. This celebration coincides with the 10th anniversary of MTSU's Charlie and Hazel Daniels Veterans and Military Family Center. The Daniels Center, the largest of its kind on any Tennessee campus, has supported more than 1,100 student veterans and their families annually since 2015. On Monday, November the 3rd, a public ceremony will be held at 9 a.m. in the Keithley University Theater to commemorate a decade of service. Leaders include MTSU President Sidney McPhee, Tennessee Veteran Services Commissioner Tommy Baker, and Doug Krulin of the Nashville Airport Authority will speak. Meanwhile, law enforcement across Rutherford County, including Murfreesboro, Smyrna, Laverne, and Eagleville, are stepping up patrols this Halloween to ensure community safety. Agencies aim to prevent tragedies like the 18 fatal crashes reported statewide during Halloween weekend in 2024. Authorities urge drivers to stay alert and sober while reminding parents and pedestrians to take precautions. The message, with shared responsibility, Halloween can remain a night of fun rather than fear. That's all for now. For updates on these and many more local news stories, be sure to check out our website, WGNSradio.com, or follow us on social media at News Radio WGNS on Facebook and on X. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to leave a rating or a review on Spotify and iTunes, or a comment on YouTube. I'm Dalton Barrett for News Radio WGNS, part of your Good Neighbor Network, and I'll talk to you later.